for 3 tonight. Pair of ground outs and a fly out to right. Here's the 1-2. Lifted foul first base side, and we'll do it again. The Shuckers have the bottom three in the order due up: Miller, Brown, and Coley in the bottom half of the ninth. Here's Cruz's 1-2. This is up and away, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Cruz's 2-2. Lifted out to right. Keith back on it. Reaches up, and he makes the catch over his shoulder. And it is a hard hit first out of the inning. By the way, just looking around the Southern League tonight, Pensacola lost to Columbus, and Montgomery beat Knoxville. So a Shuckers win tonight would keep him 2.5 games back of first, and would pull them a little bit closer to Columbus and Pensacola. 1 out, nobody on. The lefty Calvin Harris up. First pitch. Harris swings and misses at a changeup low, and it's 0-1. And standings really starting to matter as we get later on in the first half. The Shuckers have exactly 30 games left in the half, including tonight. For 2 of the 4 playoff spots will be locked up. The pitch is a curveball low, and it's 1-1. The Shuckers last year made the playoffs by way of winning the first half title in the South Division, their first division title since 2019. Here's the 1-1. Harris takes up and away. That was a curveball that just slipped out of Cruz's hand, and it's 2-1. The Barons, meanwhile, have not only made the playoffs each of the last 2 years, but they've won it back-to-back Southern League champions. They beat Montgomery in the finals each of the times. The 2-1. Lifted foul out of play behind home plate, and it's 2-2. Each of the last 2 years, the Shuckers have made the playoffs. They played the Biscuits. The Biscuits have won, and then they've lost in the championship series to continue their dramatic run of reaching the playoffs every year for the past 10-plus years and not winning a title since 2007. Barons, meanwhile, are just collecting rings. The 2-2. Lifted foul third base side, and we'll do it again.
Just kick some butt and take names. What the Barons have done.
They've won it in dramatic fashion. Last year, to win the championship, they played one game that took 72 hours to finish due to a bunch of rain, and ended up winning it in Montgomery. 2-2. Misses up and away, and it's 3-2. Counts now 4 to the lefty Harris, who's 1 for 3 tonight. Here's the 3-2. Fouled back, and we'll do it again. Cruz about to throw his 29th pitch of the day. He stares in and gets the sign from Miller. Now the 3-2. Just misses away for ball 4, a cutter at 87. And a 1-out walk puts the potential go-ahead run on first for Wilfred Veras. And now manager Pat Leland is down from the third base coach's box. Harris is going to be out of the game, and into pinch run is Jordan Sprinkle. So there will be a new catcher in the bottom of the ninth. Sprinkle's an outfielder. He will not go back beyond the plate, but you'd have to figure he'll be off and running at some point. Sprinkle, 12 of 15 on stolen bases this year. That leads the Barons. Infield plays to pull against the righty Veras, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. Big lead for Sprinkle. Cruz takes a breath. Now delivers. Chopped foul, third base side, and it's 0-1.
And Cruz is one of those guys that really lets the pitch clock wind down. So something Sprinkle needs to keep in mind as he takes these bigger leads is Cruz will take his time before checking over if he needs to.
All part of the mind game, especially with the one pickoff rule in Double-A that really tilts things in favor of the runner. Sprinkle takes a couple more steps with his lead and leans towards second. Now the 0-1. He fakes the steal, and the pitch misses up. Count evens and a ball and a strike. Cruz readjusts his hat. Now steps back on the rubber. Counts even at 1-1. Sprinkle takes his lead. Burke holds him on. He hops towards second. Check over to first. Not in time. And Sprinkle's back. We're knotted at 3 in the top of the 9th inning. One out and a runner on first. Here's the 1-1. Sprinkle fakes the steal. Pitch misses up and in. And it's 2-1. Cruz delivers. Sprinkles off the second. Swing and a miss. Throw to second is not in time. O'Ray got Sprinkle on his shoot tops, and the hand just got in ahead of the tag. It's a stolen base. Sprinkle's team leading 13th of the year, and the count's even at 2-2. Burke now way off the first baseline, pretty much halfway between first and second. O'Ray at second is behind the bag, and now Cruz steps off. And that's his one disengagement. And now Veras steps out and uses his one timeout.
It's something to keep in mind. Garcia also a good ways away from the third base bag, and maybe wouldn't be too shocked if Sprinkle turns on the Jets once again.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 94 off the outer half. Veras is down on strikes for the second time tonight. And now 2 outs and a runner on second for Drake Logan. And that is a very important out because now you need a hit no matter what, whether Sprinkle's on second or at third. Logan's in from the right side, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts and a walk. Cruz delivers. Call the strike, 94 in the outer half, and it's 0-1. We're knotted at 3, 2 outs, runner on second, top of the 9th inning. Sprinkle dances. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Slider, top of the zone at 90. Knotted at 3, top of the 9th. Cruz trying to send this game to the bottom of the 9th inning and see if somebody can play hero. The 0-2. Cold strike 3 at the knees at